All right, Fat Dad 15, let's get after it. So as we want to accomplish as much as we can in 15 minutes, let's look at our 3 basic exercises today. Air squats, sit-ups, and push-ups. So I've got a bench, hanging out in the Holiday Inn, killing it. We want to see what we can do in order to scale these movements. So let's take each movement and then you scale it accordingly to your ability. So push-ups, if we look at that strict push-up, we're looking at chest to deck, staying all the way up, and keeping that tight core, right? We want to stay tight, pulling our rib cage down into our hips, also known as that hollow position. Hollow. So we're getting those push-ups. Now, if you're working on your push-ups and you're like, man, well, you know, I'm still working towards getting a push-up or working on my strength, I like to scale that, but still allow you to get the strengthening benefits of the movement. So if we do our push-up, we allow ourselves to feel that negative, and then if we need to peel up our body a little bit just to get to the top of the push-up, that's okay. So as long as we get that plank at the top. The other scale you can do, wanting to maintain that plank, is on a bench or a chair. We're in that position. We have that tight glutes, tight abs, and we're touching our chest down to the bench or the chair. All right, moving into air squats. I want to see that we're in that squatting position because we spend a lot of time sitting down and getting up. So what can we do in order to make sure that we keep that functionality? Is squat. So keep it. If you don't use it, you lose it. So hips are getting below my knee, standing all the way up, right? We want to look at squeezing our glutes at the top so it opens our hips and we're in a full standing position. We don't want to think that's a good position. You want to squeeze your glutes, stand all the way up. Counterbalancing is good with your hands out in front of you, but pushing your hips back, staying in your heels. If in a perfect squat, you can wiggle your toes, try to do it without wiggling your fingers. That's just how we're built. But standing up through your heels, down and up. So we look at how do we scale this. Again, bringing a bench or a chair in, we can sit down, touch, stand up through our heels. As we start to build the mobility and balance in order to be able to get a full squat, because full depth squats are very important for basic functionality in life. So keep squatting, keep doing all your movements, body weight. This is all the gym you need when you're in a pinch or you're just trying to maintain your health. So moving into the sit-ups, we see a lot of times in sit-ups, which bothers me quite a bit, that everybody wants to wrap their hands around their head, right? And they want to crunch their neck up and hurt themselves. Doesn't help. Or want to hook your feet under something, right? Hey, bro, hold my feet. I got to do sit-ups. Oh, come on, let's kill it. Well, let me ask you, how many times do you get out of bed and somebody holds your feet? Doesn't happen, right? You got to do a sit-up to get out of bed, unless you're doing the old tuck and roll off the side. I know I've been there, been a little tired. But let's look at doing a sit-up properly, okay? So we're going to have our hands above our head, stretching out that abdominal wall, and then we're going to drive our sternum to the sky and sit up, right? Look at that, all right? So now it's encouraging a full range of motion. And notice I'm sitting all the way up. So if I go to the side, I want to know that my shoulder is getting even with my hip or even in front of it. So we have some butterfly sit-ups. That's a good variation. Sometimes you'll have an ab mat or a yoga mat rolled up underneath. But again, touching behind you, touch your toes in front of you, because again, it gets your shoulder in front of your hip. Now, hey, coach, I'm having trouble with these. Sit-ups are tough. Again, we want to scale. So if you're having trouble with sit-ups, how about we just sit behind, and how far can you touch? To your knee, to your thigh, as you progress through this movement. And then you're going to get to where you can go to your palms, or you can go to your wrists, or you can go all the way to your feet. All right, so just try to move. Now understand that this workout is 30 seconds of each movement. So 30 seconds of squats, rest the rest of the 30 seconds. 30 seconds of push-ups, rest the rest of the 30 seconds. 30 seconds of sit-ups. And it's whatever version you can do. And even if you're doing a more difficult version and as the workout goes on, you need to scale back, that's okay. Just try to keep moving for the entire 30 seconds. That'll be your Phat-15. Stay after it. Please comment, question, ask. You can check out full warm-up videos, any other video on our channel, but please like, share, and we'll keep seeing you in the next one. Yeah, we're going to get after it. Oh, yeah. I think we're going to pull the heels in now. Oh, atomic style.